and points off to the north and also the east. And basically for this, a band of pretty heavy snow. It's narrow, but it is really coming down, especially we see the darker blues and the yellows running just north of Shelbyville, in between Eminence and Shelbyville, back to near Crestwood, to Middletown, down to Jaytown, Fern Creek, and then off towards the west from there, Fairdale, as well as Shively. You can see additional pockets of heavy snow by the darker blues through downtown into Clark County, and then back off towards the west, out 64 westbound across Harrison County, Crawford County, into northern Perry County as well. Let's put everything in motion. Notice it's moving pretty rapidly off to the east and sinking southward. I think that trend will continue, so it won't be around all that long, and that's why we're not expecting huge amounts of snow. Matter of fact, the Futurecast showing this thing kind of winding down in the metro by 7:30 or so, and then out of the viewing by mid to late evening. But again, from now until that point in time, look for that snow and accumulating snow. Not huge amounts, but again, we're going to whiten everything up to an inch where it is snowing. But I think there's going to be another band that's a little bit heavier, and that looks to be very close to the metro, Floyd County, Clark County, and then out 64, up 71, where an inch or two is certainly a pretty good bet. And even locally, 3 in the bluegrass region of Kentucky, well off to the east and northeast of us. So your forecast, we have the impact weather now with the snow. We'll hold on to that through 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Then everything will be shifting out of the region. Temperatures, getting cold again, as we'll be settling back into the low 20s overnight through early tomorrow morning. Okay, now there is a warm-up on the 7-day forecast. We're just going to have to be patient. It's going to be quite some time until it arrives, but we'll have that 7-day coming up in a few minutes, guys.
Sounds good, Jay. Thank you. More than a week after this winter storm, many roads and sidewalks are still covered with snow, posing challenges for paramedics responding to calls.
WLKY's Megan Matthews spoke with 2 paramedics at Louisville Metro EMS about how they are getting to people in emergencies.
The snow behind me might not look like a lot, but when you're an essential worker, it can pose extra challenges. It won't stop you from getting your job done, but it does make it a little harder to do.
They immediately they sink in, and some of the stuff, so I'm gonna have to start pushing. Ari, I'm gonna push.
Due to the lingering snow, many paramedics like Christopher Mattingly and Ariana Lee are now having to do extra work.
Our stretchers won't move through the snow. Our equipment won't move through the snow. You have to carry people a lot further. It's as challenging as having a whole nother patient.
Many paramedics.
Whoever's watching, leave me a comment to see if it's working. Comment down below to see if it's working.
Slide people on top of the snow, or even asking people to walk if they are able.
Due to the conditions, we have to.
Somebody comment. Let me know if you're watching.
Your all as well. Like, I'm sorry. Normally, I wouldn't ask you to walk on this sprained ankle, but I might have to ask you to, hold my shoulder and limp it out for a minute.
And the problems don't just come with getting people to the ambulance. It also occurs during transport situations with ambulances now getting stuck.
A non-emergent situation, we can hang out and try to get it unstuck. An emergent situation, we can request another ambulance. We can request the fire department. They'll come.
EMS has backup in place called fly cars and community paramedics. While community paramedics assist with getting a non-emergency patient.
What's up, quarter pounder? Long time no see.
Fly cars will bring extra support.
They can go assist until an ambulance gets there, and then leave and go to the next scene, assist, and then it's kind of a nice intermediate care until you get a more until transport can be provided. Yeah.
But whatever your situation is, one thing is for sure: you will be able to receive help.
We're going to make it through the house, make it through the snow, get to the ambulance, and get to the hospital. It's not a matter of, it's a matter of how and when we're going to do it, but it's not a matter of if we can.
Megan Matthews, WLKY News.
I'm probably going to record another news thing when this goes off. Switch stations.
Is called if you can. This will speed up the process and make the transport faster.
Well, housing looks different for everyone in Louisville, and tonight city leaders say that's exactly why change is needed. As the mayor pushes for more affordable housing and a new coalition aims to bring lived experiences into the conversation, 3 Louisville women are stepping forward to show the reality of staying housed. WLKY's Andrea Turner spent the day listening to their stories and tonight puts faces to a crisis city leaders say can't wait.
On Monday, I did a story about a coalition forming to address the housing affordability crisis in the city. I also put a call out to people on social media asking if they'd like to share their stories and got many responses. I spoke with 3 different people about their experiences.
We love family. We're very family oriented.
In this house, family is everything.
Whatever we can do in the house, we like to do it.
But keeping a home together in Louisville is getting harder for Ayanna Turner and her family.
We don't have a monthly budget because we are living paycheck to paycheck.
Simply surviving.
Sometimes we have to pick between, do we want to pay the light bill? Do we want to pay the rent?
She says if she makes more money, she loses the assistance, and that extra income goes straight to the bills those benefits once covered. A cycle, she says, feels impossible to escape.
The system is basically like holding you back.
For 24-year-old Miana Smith, affordability comes with trade-offs.
I'm a chiropractic assistant, and I need to live with my boyfriend to even find a place that's affordable.
She says about half of her income goes to rent, leaving little room for anything else.
So you feel like you're just living to pay your bills.
And according to research, nearly half of Louisville renters are just like Smith and are cost burdened. And according to housing advocates, it just takes one loss to change everything. And that's what happened to another Louisville mother that we spoke with.
My husband lost his job at the beginning of 2025.
And 8 months later, Angel Henderson lost her mother after being her caregiver for 10 years. After losing 2 incomes quickly, Angel says her landlord stepped in.
Right now, I'm behind $5,400 in rent. He's very understanding. I work for him, doing cleaning, things like that.
Housing stability because of kindness. These are 3 women, 3 stories about survival and the sacrifices it takes just to stay housed in Louisville. Deandrea Turner, WLKY News.
Thank you, Deandrea. And on the state level, an affordable housing bill is moving forward in Frankfurt, a bill to enable religious institutions to build small-scale affordable housing passed committee today. Coming up, supporting local businesses after the holidays, the special event created to drum up foot traffic in the winter.
She tore her ACL, but that is not stopping Lindsey Vonn from competing in her 5th and final Olympics. She talks about the decision next on WLKY News.
That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. You're unstoppable. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woo-hoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky lottery game like scratch-offs.
Getting older is part of the journey, even with worsening heart failure. So when I had carpal tunnel syndrome, lower back pain, and shortness of breath, I thought that's what getting older felt like. Thank goodness I called my cardiologist. I have ATTR-CM, a rare but serious disease, and getting diagnosed early made a difference. If you have any of these warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about ATTR-CM today.
Discover a non-invasive lift for face and neck, rock firming serum stick. Developed with dermatologists and plastic surgeons, actively tightens skin on contact for a lift you'll see and feel. With the most awarded retinol and smoothing antioxidants, instantly increases skin firmness by 90%. And in just 4 weeks, 94% had a visibly firmer face and neck. It's clinically proven. Rock Firming Stick, the #1 face and neck serum.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities.
For those of y'all watching, I did a
an online accredited university, so you can be confident you're
reaction video the other day to Royal Rumble.
I am.
which you are welcome to go back and watch.
Usually not an interweb dating.
But guys, I gotta step out of the room for a minute. I'll be right back.
Bundle my insurance with Liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Liberty. Liberty.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
We're watching WLKY News.
Norton Commons is hosting For the Love of Local, where multiple shops will have special deals this weekend.
As our Sam Carter discovered, this now annual event all started with the question, how do we get people to shop after Christmas?
3 years ago, owner of Taylor Lee Comfort, Shelley Dooley, had her first Christmas season, but she faced a dilemma that many of her Norton Commons compatriots face: how to get shoppers back to Norton Commons after the holidays.
Meeting, all the businesses meet pretty frequently, and we're like, how do we drum up business in January, February, where it's cold and not a lot going on? And so For the Love of Local was born.
The event is Saturday and sees multiple Norton Commons businesses offer deals or discounts. For the Love of Local is, according to Dooley, a chance to get to know Norton Commons in a different way.
I think that you'd be surprised. A lot of the business owners in here don't live in the neighborhood. It's really just a community that is here, and our businesses, I feel like, are our own kind of community.
This year, from boutiques to butcher shops to balloons, more than 20 Norton Commons businesses are participating. Something Dooley says is a sign the day she helped create is picking up steam, and she's planning to be busy, so long as Mother Nature plays ball.
It's starting to really grow. People are talking about it. We're seeing people chattering about it on social media and sharing it with their friends. Hopefully the weather is nice and kind to us, because it's been a brutal winter.
While it will be chilly on Saturday, WLKY meteorologists say no snow is expected. So, silver lining there. In Norton Commons, Sam Carter, WLKY News.
Thanks, Sam. For a full list of the stores participating and the deals they're offering, head to our website, WLKY.com.
A big change for the Cincinnati Reds and how you can watch the games. The team canceled its contracts with FanDuel and will use its own subscription service. The team announced its games will be produced and distributed by Major League Baseball through Reds TV subscriptions. Prices are expected to be $99.99 for the season or $19.99 per month. Information on cable providers will be announced soon. The biggest star at the upcoming Milan Cortina Winter Olympics is about to attempt the bravest thing she's ever done in her decades-long historic career. First Olympic correspondent Fletcher Mackel is now in Milan with a big update on skier Lindsey Vonn.
In a stunning, uplifting, and emotional announcement on Tuesday, alpine skiing legend Lindsey Vonn told the world she's going to ski here at the Olympics with a torn ACL. The 41-year-old, who came out of retirement hoping to win one more gold medal, suffered the injury in her left knee last Friday competing in Switzerland.
I felt like this was an amazing opportunity to close out my career in a way that I wanted to. Hasn't gone exactly the way I wanted to, but I don't want to have any regrets. You know, I'm here. I'm still here. I think I'm still able to fight. I think I'm still able to try, and I will try as long as I have the ability to. I will not go home regretting not trying. I will do everything in my power to be in that starting gate.
Knowing this is the final time she'll ski professionally, Vonn was asked if she's had any private moments where she's been overcome with anger or sadness thinking about the injury.
I'm not letting this slip through my fingers. I'm going to do it. End of story. So I'm not letting myself go down that path. I'm not crying. My head is high. I'm standing tall. And I'm going to do my best. And whatever the result is, that's what it is.
Something positive going for Vonn. She loves the course in Cortina where she's skiing, having won 12 World Cups on that slope. At the Milan Cortina Olympics, I'm Fletcher Mackel.
How can you not cheer for her? Now, Vonn retired in 2019 due to chronic pain from various injuries, but returned to skiing after having a partial knee replacement in 2024.
Well, Milan is known around the world for fashion, design, and style. And for many Italians, fashion is not just about clothing. In Milan, everything seems to be marked in Dior, Armani, and Prada. The city is really like a walking runway. It's people at its finest. Nian Godot is a designer from Africa. His friend, a fashion influencer.
I think amazing to come here, look at people, how they dress, because Oh my God! It's look at my brother right now.
As Milan prepares to welcome the world for the 2026 Winter Olympics, the city's long history of style will be on display, from historic buildings to modern fashion houses. Milan's love of beauty can be seen on nearly every corner.
Now, your WLKY weather with Chief Meteorologist Jay Cardoso.
All right, bit of a winter wonderland out there right now. A live look.
Oh my gosh. Can y'all see that on the video?
To the Clark Memorial Bridge, which
this is in Louisville.
It's still moving along rather nicely.
Oh my God.
Light to at times moderate snow. Visibilities are improving just a touch right now in the downtown.
Okay, everybody, what's the weather like where your guys are at?
Starting to come down somewhat. And I think that trend will continue. Here's I-65 in the outer loop. You can see 65 moving along very, very nicely right now. Just wet roadways. How about 64 and 22nd Street? Yeah, same thing. We just have wet roadways out there. Nonetheless, snow has been heavy from time to time, and when it does become that heavy, you can get some slush on the roadways. So a slick spot or two cannot be ruled out. Just kind of keep that in mind if you have any travel plans on this Tuesday evening. Here's your winter weather advisory for the next several hours for this band of snow that continues to shift across the region. Notice the yellows. That's where the absolute heaviest of the snow is occurring. And it's kind of running from just north of the capital city to near Shelbyville and then arcing back into Jefferson County. Now, we do have some moderate snow still, obviously, in Oldham County by that darker blue. Look at the metro area. J-Town, Fern Creek, just north of Glen Mary. Then you bounce over to near Fairdale, close to Shively, just across the Ohio River into sections of Harrison County, right around the Corydon area, westbound 64 out through Crawford County, some locally heavy snowfall. Everything you see here, again, is moving steadily off towards the east and southeast. And I think over the next hour or two, we'll see these snow rates actually decreasing as the bigger band, if you will, continues to shift southeast out of the area. Matter of fact, your futurecast showing a lot of the snow already wrapping up in Louisville by 7 or 7:30 tonight, and pretty much out of the viewing area as a whole by 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock tonight. So a quick hitter, but nonetheless, because of the snow rates that are pretty heavy right now underneath that narrow band, easily up to an inch if you get caught underneath this thing, which will likely be from the parkways and points north. And there could be an inch or two, a little bit heavier snow tallies close to Louisville, Clark County, Floyd County, and then out 64 and up 71. So certainly not a blockbuster snow, but enough to freshen up the white that's out there at this time.
Well, I'll show you a blockbuster snow by going to a blockbuster movie store.
A northeasterly wind at 5, and feel like is now dipped into the upper 20s. All right, let's talk about tomorrow. We're going to wake up cloudy. We're going to wake up cold. A slight chance for a flurry, especially later in the day, but certainly no big deal. I think the big weather story for tomorrow, the cold air. Now, we topped out around 40 today. Felt pretty good, didn't it? Now tomorrow, back to the deep freeze, middle and upper 20s for afternoon highs on your Wednesday. Let's check your forecast for this evening. Snow. There will be some rain in our far southern communities. Otherwise, that will be gradually diminishing as we move towards mid-evening. Temperatures 30s back into the 20s. Watch out for a couple of slick spots and slushy spots as well. Tomorrow's forecast, cold in the morning. 22 will be your start time temperature. Will climb to 27 in the afternoon. A late day flurry chance on Thursday. Also a cold day.
I'm going to check the radar and see what the radar's showing.
41 Friday, only to see temperatures kind of chill back down Saturday and Sunday. Okay, the warm-up, we've kind of been hinting at this the past day or two. I think it's coming next week. There are signs that we'll get very close to 50 by Tuesday, and if we can erode some of this snow, if we can melt some of this snow off and start to see some bare ground, that'll help the warmer air really get into the region. So we'll watch for that.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Jess.
Well, it is the United States' most prestigious canine competition. What it takes to be crowned best in show at Westminster Dog Show. Next on WLKY News.
Getting older is part of the journey, even with worsening heart failure. So when I had carpal tunnel syndrome, lower back pain, and shortness of breath, I thought that's what getting older felt like.
Get my
Thank goodness.
shoes on,
I
take
called
the
my
dog out.
cardiologist. I have ATTRCM, a rare but serious disease, and getting diagnosed early made a difference. If you have any of these warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about
There's my
ATTRCM
jacket.
today.
My gray
Discover
jacket.
a non-invasive lift for face and neck. Rock Firming Serum Stick. Developed with dermatologists
Excuse me,
and
Albert.
plastic surgeons. Actively tightens skin on contact for a lift you'll see and feel. With the most awarded retinol and smoothing antioxidants, instantly increases skin firmness by 90%. And in just 4 weeks, 94% had a visibly firmer face and neck. It's clinically proven. Rock Firming Stick, the #1 face and neck serum.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. With Capella University's
All right,
first-time
guys, I'll
format,
be back
you
in
can
a
set your
second.
own deadlines and keep up with all of life's important moments.
Solo Leo in theaters February 6th.
Buonasera, signore. Hey, I'm just gonna need to move some things around with my reservation. Is there something wrong? Look, I think we both know things didn't go too well today. What's going on?
She was just here, and then she wasn't.
Sometimes gravity comes so fast, I don't know where I'm falling.
Hey, Susie, big tuna. He's gonna need that. Got left at the altar. I never said that.
What's your name?
Matt, and you were Cafe del Sole.
Gia.
No, I know. I was just trying to.
Okay. Keep trying.
Hey, I think that was Matthew. Who's on the back? Hockey lady.
Go, Maddie, go!
Did you kiss her? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, like this. It's not hard. Don't be weird.
Solo Leo. What's with the Ed Sheeran t-shirt? I like his music. He's allowed to like what he likes. On the 60.
In theaters February 6th.
Winter in the Ohio Valley. Whether you embrace it or endure it, WLKY weather is here for you.
Most accurate, most experienced, the team to trust to keep you safe and prepared. That's live local lake breaking with WLKY weather.
All right, here's what you can enjoy tonight on WLKY. Harlan Coben's Final Twist is on at 8. That's followed by NCIS and then NCIS Origins. And then, of course, stay tuned for WLKY News at 11. It's the second and final day of competition at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show in New York City.
More than 2,500 pampered pups from more than a dozen countries are vying to become best in show. Winners from the first 4 groups advanced to tonight's final round. 3 past champions and their handlers shared with CBS Mornings what it's like to make it to the ring.
There's nothing like that. The energy in there, and she knew, like when she won, she's just, oh my gosh.
She knew?
Oh yeah.
I think that they can feel the energy.
They can?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have the benefit of being able to show Striker at Madison Square Garden during his career. And last night, we got to take a lap around the ring, and he was nuts. Like, the whole time he galloped around the ring, he was just like, it's just a whole different level.
Well, 7 group winners will go head-to-head tonight for the coveted title of Best in Show. The top dog gets a trophy, a ribbon, and bragging rights, but no cash prize.
Tim McGraw is headed out on tour. The country singer will be joined by the Chicks and Lady A this summer. The tour will stop in Riverbend in Cincinnati and Noblesville, Indiana. McGraw had to pull out of his 2024 tour after suffering health setbacks that resulted in multiple back surgeries and a double knee replacement. Tickets for the tour go on sale on Friday. Pre-sale starts tomorrow. Vicky's here now with a look at what is next at 6. Vicky?
Rick, impact weather is back with snow and sleet falling. It comes as school districts work to clear problem areas so students can head back to the classroom. Our team covers next on WLKY News at 6.
One of these lunches has a peanut lover's favorites. The other has a sunflower butter you packed for your son. You do your best to help them avoid food allergens, but accidents can still happen. Xolair is an FDA-approved injection proven to significantly reduce allergic reactions from accidental food exposures. Taken once or twice a month, it focuses on the source of food allergy reactions. For adults and children as young as 1, Xolair is effective in reducing allergic reactions to a single or multiple foods.
Don't use if you're allergic to Xolair. Xolair may cause a severe life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. Tell your doctor if you ever had anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have trouble breathing or if you have swelling of your throat or tongue. Xolair should not be used for the emergency treatment of allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Xolair is for maintenance use to reduce allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, while avoiding food allergens. Serious side effects such as cancer, fever, muscle aches and rash, parasitic infection, or heart and circulation problems have been reported.
Help reduce your child's food allergy reactions if an accident happens. Ask an allergist about Xolair.
Getting older is part of the journey, even with worsening heart failure. So when I had carpal tunnel syndrome, lower back pain, and shortness of breath, I thought that's what getting older felt like. Thank goodness I called my cardiologist. I have ATTR-CM, a rare but serious disease, and getting diagnosed early made a difference. If you have any of these warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about ATTR-CM today.
You know those generic prompts from your health apps? Only able to report what has already happened? What if one could tell you what was about to happen? Signos shows you what's coming, so you can change what happens. The only CGM on the market that can predict your metabolism, whether you need to speed things up or slow down. Don't reflect, respond.
I'm back. Alright. Here in just a minute, I'm gonna switch the video, switch news stations, and start a new video.
Fighters entering the ring with a bundle that blows away the competition. All the must-have channels.
So you guys are probably they're gonna see this go off.
Plus, the undefeated DVR that lets you save
Alright guys.
all your favorites.
Alright guys, I'm gonna switch TV stations now.
Now that's TKO.
So be sure to tune in whenever I switch it.
For breaking news, for impact and severe alerts that gives the accuracy you want.
Reporting that gets answers.
On WLKY News.
There we go, let's turn that off. Now switch.